It's been 3 days since it was revealed that Nancy Pelosi's husband purchased $5 million in stock options in a computer chip company a week before a subsidy vote that would boost the computer chip manufacturing industry. And get this, Nancy has finally responded.
Has your husband ever made a stock purchase or sale based on information you received from you?
No, absolutely not. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that sounds really convincing. Joining me now is the host of the Michael Savage Show podcast, Dr. Michael Savage. It's great to see you. Michael, do you believe her at all?
You were talking about masks in the last segment. I think her and Paul should wear masks all the time because they become the Bonnie and Clyde of our time. In plain sight, they're making a mockery of our system. Now, of course, let's be clear. Martha Stewart went to prison. Everyone forgets that. For as little as, I think I have the numbers here, $56,000 of an insider trade. She went to prison for 5 months to avoid a loss of $45,673. These people do trades of $1 to $5 million that are suspicious to the whole world except San Francisco, and absolutely nothing happens to them. Now, of course, the Democrats control the press. They control the Department of Justice. They control the FBI. So Bonnie and Clyde, there they are with the masks, can do whatever they wish. And we, the people, sit here watching our nation corrode. And now the thing is, again, I have to be clear. He's not been accused of having committed a crime, right? But just the appearance of such corruption corrodes our very system. And Bonnie and Clyde should be called out on it. And interestingly enough, I think the time is running out on them, Jen, because even the left-wing think tanks, like Public This or Public That, Craig Holman, a government affairs lobbyist for the far-left think tank, Public Citizen, told the Daily Caller News Foundation that, quote, it certainly raises the specter that Paul Pelosi could have access to some insider legislative information. No kidding.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So even they're starting to say enough is enough of this Bonnie and Clyde stuff.
They're making out like bandits.
Well, isn't that the way government's supposed to work? Only you're supposed to be smart enough to hide it. You know?
That's right.
I'm sure this has gone on in the past, but they were able to hide it. These people
so,
are
Michael,
doing
do you think that members of Congress and their spouses should be banned from trading stocks?
Well, that's the whole thing. The Republicans are doing the very same thing. And they don't want any such controls over their trades. Do you think Mitch McConnell wants us to look into his wife's family's shipping company with regard to many issues going on in the world and the contracts that have been flowing back and forth between this government and her family shipping company? No. So it's all one cozy little insider trade on both sides of the aisle. And we, the people, sit here feeling horrible about the country and the direction it's taking. It's the appearance as much as the act itself, Jen, that corrodes the nation's democracy. You know, I could bring up the January 6th trial. I started to watch them tonight. I had to turn them off, and I tweeted,
oh, my goodness.
What is it greater? The Democrats, the CNN saying it, assault on democracy. So I thought about it while I was getting ready for the show. I said, what is a greater assault on democracy? The January 6th riots or what they're doing right now with the kangaroo court? No cross-examination, no defense witnesses. Tell me what the greater assault on democracy is, Jen. We know what it is. It's CNN plus the Dems.
Exactly. In this administration, I mean, we were just talking with the congressman who said his constituents talk about these Democrats, and they say they must hate America when you look at the direction that the country is going, and they're doing nothing about it. Dr. Savage, I also obviously have to ask you about this. A big day today. Biden, after telling us he had cancer yesterday, today he does test positive for COVID. He's fully vaccinated. He's double boosted. He says he's got mild symptoms. The White House, of course, they want to make it look like everything is perfectly fine. They posted the tweet on behalf of Biden, because obviously he didn't write it, and it says, folks, I'm doing great, keeping busy. And apparently he made calls to Pennsylvania lawmakers. I don't know. I don't think he looks that great. And if you saw him on Friday when he was traveling, he was coughing, he's got watery eyes, clearly not well. Is he a super spreader now? He's been out in public. He was in Massachusetts. Your thoughts on all of this?
Well, he's showing signs of presenile dementia. Others would say showing signs of early or mid-onset Parkinson's, which is sad. Everyone knows that. But having COVID exacerbates these mental symptoms. This man has his finger on the nuclear football. This man is conducting a foreign war without the support of the American people. This man is bankrupting the Treasury. This man,
Right.
I could go on and on and on. He's not really there. And it's time to say the king has no brain. I mean, how much longer are we
Right.
going to take this? You know?
Well, Michael, he could end up with this long COVID, which could further, speed up his cognitive decline that we're seeing. So it's really scary to see what situation we are in. I know we got to let you go, but you have a prop, so I'm going to give you a few seconds to tell us about this prop here.
Well,
I don't want to cut
Thursday,
you off.
And I said, what could I bring to the show? And the question is this: is time running out for Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi? That's the only
Yes,
question I
please.
will bring. I doubt it.
We can only
I
hope.
think-
Although it's not good when you look at who's next in line. Now, if Pelosi
Oh,
and
my
Biden are out of the
God.
picture, it's Kamala. It's not good, Michael. It's not good. But
It's
thank
not
goodness
Kamala,
we have
it's
you.
But it's not Kamala, it's Nancy. She owns Kamala. I live in this city. Kamala is a puppet of Nancy Pelosi. So listen.
I know, and your governor's
we
out
better
here measuring the drapes. What are we going to do?
We better pray for Biden's health.
Indeed, Michael Savage. It's always so much fun having you on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Love the show.
Appreciate you.